Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing you guys some love. Yes, we are outside. It was like 90 degrees out here today in California, and it's a little cooler now. And I just wanted to be outside, you all. So I'm so used to being outside in the summertime. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you about some really fall fragrances that are warm, spicy, a little fruity. Amorous Intense really got me on this kick of apple, pear, dates, you know, all those rich fragrances that you want to wear for the seasons, which is Thanksgiving coming up, you know, Halloween is in a couple days. So I'm going to share with you some of those fragrances that will be great for the season right now, warm, spicy. They smell like pies and candles and things of that nature. So if you want to hear about those fragrances, plus you're going to hear about Amorous Intense again, please continue to like, follow, comment, subscribe, and yeah, you might hear some dogs. Turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get to it. So the very first one we're going to talk about, and sorry about the dogs barking, has the note of dates inside, and it's a beautiful egg, and this is by the House of Oud, and this one is called Dates Delight. I love the handcrafted, hand-painted eggs. In this fragrance you have the note of peony, so there's still a floral in here, even though you get those rich sweet dates and it's warm, spicy. You also get some caramel in this fragrance as well. The caramel smells a little bit like honey, so you get those rich dates, vanilla, some woodiness, a little bit of floralness so that it's not too gourmand. But I absolutely love Dates Delights. This was my first or second from the House of Oud, and I absolutely love it. Amazing for the fall, winter, and amazing for the holidays, you all. Just smelling like a whole festive holiday. Get your nose on this, the House of Oud Dates Delight. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is Casa Blanca, and this is by Swiss Arabian. This is a super affordable one. This one has the note of suede. You know, there's some woodiness in here. It says grapes. There's grapes and apples, but I don't get grapes. I literally get apples. Grapes, apples, some cinnamon spices. It smells like apple cider or an apple pie with some suede inside. There's musk in here as well, so you gotta like the note of musk to enjoy Casa Blanca. Now this one is also similar to La Danza, but just say it's the male version of La Danza 1942. But I love it. It's super affordable, and it's beast mode, you guys. Do not overspray Casa Blanca. And there's a Casa Blanca XEXTRAIT, and I kind of want to get my nose on it, but then again, I don't even wear Casa Blanca, so maybe I can get a sample, okay, just to test it out between the two, to see the difference between the two. Swiss Arabian Casa Blanca. So the next one we're going to talk about is the female version, or the more feminine version of Casa Blanca, which is La Danza. In here you have, this one's musky as well, so you have to love the note of musk as well. But on top of your apple, it smells like a baked apple pie with some whipped cream on there. Then you have the note of musk in here, and it says that there's a red apple or a green apple on here, but I think a red apple on here, but I actually get a green tart apple. There's a note of coconut in here, but you get a slight nuance. It's almost like a baked vanillic apple pie, a little doughy, because I get a doughy nuance from this as well, or a crust, like a half-done crust on top of some coconut shavings. It's beautiful. It seems like this would be, based on the notes, it looks like this would be a like spring summer scent, but it's totally, because it's juicy, it's warm, it smells like a pie, it smells like the seasons. So get your nose on this baked apple pie with coconut shavings and whipped cream, you guys. This is La Danza 1942 de Libellule. Yeah, you guys already know, okay? All right, so the next one we're going to talk about has the note of dates in there, and this one is super affordable. Yeah, we got some affordable ones in this video. This one's super affordable as well, and this is KHAMRA. KHAMRA's by Lattafa. Everybody said, oh, this is the dupe for Angel Share. It has similar vibes, but Angel Share doesn't have dates. I completely get the dates in this fragrance. It's resinous, it's sweet, it's dates, and I also get that floral. There's mahonial in here, which is a floral, and there's also tuberose. There's tuberose in here as well, and I get that light airy note of tuberose. This is completely unisex, so just because I say mahonial and tuberose, don't think that it's feminine leaning. So it's beautiful. beautiful. This is so gorgeous. Sweet, warm, spicy, resinous, cinnamon, woody, all of that. It is the cousin to Angel Share. It's not as sweet as Angel Share, and like I said, I don't get a booziness from this fragrance, and it also doesn't smell like apple pie to me. It literally smells like rich resinous dates, dried fruits, some woodiness, and a slight floral to make it a little airy. And this is KHAMRA by Lattafa. Super affordable, under $50. Everybody's affordable is different, so it's affordable compared to a lot of other designer or niche fragrances out there. Let's just say that, okay? The Ambulance. All right, we're going to talk about these two at the same time. And this one has the note of pear, quince. We all know that a quince is kind of like a pear apple combination. I think it's a natural fruit. I don't think it's man-made if they compose something in a laboratory and put it together. So anyway, this is Pas Ce Soir and Pas Ce Soir Extrait, and this is by the House of BDK. Actually love both of these the same. I prefer to wear Pas Ce Soir in the summer and the spring, and then maybe Pas Ce Soir Extrait in the winter and the fall because it's a little too cloying. I have layered these two together and they were absolutely gorgeous. There's a little more, I get a little more ginger in the Pas Ce Soir EDP as opposed to the Pas Ce Soir Extrait. The Pas Ce Soir Extrait, it has some patchouli. There's some cacao in here that I don't get. I think there's a little more orris, or it smells powdery. I don't know what's giving it that powdery scent, but it's really powdery. It can be cloying if oversprayed. So that's why I like to go lighter on the trigger, and I'm an oversprayer, y'all, so you guys already know. I go lighter, 6 sprays or less on the trigger with Pas Ce Soir Extrait, but you do get that quince, pear-like scent that's a little powdery and sweet. This one's a little more fresh, airy, and zingy, the EDP, but they're both stunning. I love them both the same, but I think I still might like the OG a little bit more than the Extrait, you guys, because when I look at them, I want to pull for the OG. A little woody, the ginger, spicy, black pepper, but the black pepper is not like annoying black pepper and not super spicy to the nose. It just acts as ginger in the fragrance, and they're both absolutely beautiful. But if you like a fruity, powdery, or zesty, then you need to try these. The note of quince, pear, juicy pear, all that. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is one, shaking the camera, is one that was gifted to me, and I am going to do a house review because I do have a discovery kit. I purchased fragrances from this house before. I love Nothing But Sea and Sky. I do love Memory Motel, and it was a couple other ones. And I also love JARDINS DEMISFAH. Yes, y'all, the hype is real, okay? So I was fighting not to get this one. This was sent to me by the brand, and I did love it when I did sample it before, but I didn't purchase it because I love the other two more, and I purchased the other two more. I also love Sugar Leather. Anyway, there's a review coming up. So in this fragrance, it has the note of saffron inside. Saffron and dates and slight airy, watery, dewy rose is what I really get in this fragrance. This fragrance is going to be amazing for fall and winter, and it's also going to be amazing 365 days a year, you guys. I love this fragrance, but what I really get in this fragrance is a beautiful note of saffron, fresh, airy, warm, spicy saffron, and the note of dates inside, like a really sweet dates. It's pretty. You also get a little greenness in here as well. I love that the cap is magnetic. Yeah, I really love this fragrance house. They have some very original smelling scents. They're authentic. They are, environment friendly, all of that. And I love that about NUIT NOMAD, and that one was JARDINS DEMISFAH. You got to get your nose on that one, you guys. It's amazing. I do have a coupon code, and I will list that when I do my review. Actually, I may list it down below anyway. So I'll list everything down below, you guys. And then when I do the review, I'll list it again. And then you can, see what you like out of the discovery kit that I purchased. I also like one. It had like a, it was more like a summer fragrance though. So anyway, enough about NUIT NOMAD. So the next one we're going to talk about also has a beautiful note of dates inside. And this is Rouge SARAY by Atelier des Ors. So this one has a beautiful note of dates and plum inside. The plum is really rich, resinous, deep. It's woody. It's almost giving you that lune feline. If you know lune feline, it is giving you lune feline with some vanilla, with some dried fruits, some rich purple plum, and some dates. It is gorgeous. I love it. Initially, I thought this was my favorite from the house, Rouge SARAY, because I do love Lune Feline, but then when I got the Extrait, y'all, I love the Extrait, Lune Feline Extrait, and then Rouge SARAY. Also, I think Rouge SARAY has an Extrait that I order and that I need to compare as well. So anyway, I can imagine this is a beast within itself. So I can imagine this as an Extrait. Like, y'all, I got the sample in the house, so I'm gonna go and smell it right after this and compare the two. So then I can't even speak, you guys. So the next one is, it's Cosmot. This is Ebhar. This literally smells like a dupe for La Danza. So these two fragrances plus Casa Blanca, they smell very similar. This one just smells like a green apple. It's a little more tart, juicy, and this one smells like a red apple. This one's a little muskier though. So if you don't like the note of musk, then you may want to try Ebhar. I love them both the same. Actually, I don't love them both the same. I love La Danza more because it's a little sweeter, but this one's beautiful as well. But they smell so similar, probably like 80, 85, 90% similar, you guys. These are the two feminine, and then Casa Blanca is more of a masculine, but literally they all smell the same. This one is just a little more exquisite, and you can tell they use a little more, the ingredients are a little more fine. So the next one, we're gonna talk about Angel Share. Angel Share doesn't have the note of apple, pear, dates, or plums, or quince inside, but it smells like an apple pie. It smells like a boozy apple pie, you all. So a warm, spicy, boozy apple pie. Now, there is another dupe for Angel Share that I think is just like 99%, and this is Angel Kismet, you guys. Literally, I really can't tell that much of a difference between these two. They're beautiful, and I love them both. They're both boozy, they're both warm, spicy, loads of cinnamon inside. Both smell like a warm apple pie with a lot of cinnamon, nutmeg, you know, allspice on them. So if you don't want to cough out the coins for Angel Share by Kilian, then you may want to try, and I purchased this on Fragrance Buy just to do a comparison, but I'm actually keeping this one. I am going to be decluttering a lot of my dupes because I just use them to compare, but this one I'm actually keeping, y'all, because it is just that good and the performance is crazy. And this is Kismet. Yeah, go to Fragrance Buy, and Angel, I want to call it Angel Share. This is Kismet Angel. It's not Angel Share though. All right, close. We've got a couple more, y'all. Next, we're going to talk about Dolce Mafi, and my little stickers coming off. So Dolce Mafi by the House of XERJOFF. People have likened this fragrance to juicy fruit, like a spicy juicy fruit gum. I kind of get that, but I literally get like a quince pie. I get loads of cardamom, like a fruity cardamom in this fragrance with a lot of spices, y'all. This is so good, but you gotta like, I guess, the smell of juicy fruit. And then you have to love like a pear quince note, but just warm, spicy, and you gotta love cardamom because it's a cardamom beast. This performs like crazy. You don't need a lot. I oversprayed this a couple times and it was the wrong thing to do, but absolutely love it. Cardamom, quince, cinnamon. It's woody, it's sweet, it's gorgeous, and this is Dolce Mafi by the House of XERJOFF. My lips getting a little dry out here, y'all. Next, we're going to talk about, actually, y'all, I grabbed the wrong bottle, but this is supposed to be Caltat Night. So anyway, we're going to put Azura down, and both of the bottles are blue, but Caltat Night is a little dark, but my room is dark, so I just grabbed the wrong one. So Caltat Night is another amazing, super affordable. Let's just pretend this is Caltat Night, okay? It's super affordable, but it has the note of warm, spicy cinnamon. There is cherry in in there. There's a red, a juicy red apple. It's woody, it's sweet. It literally smells like a cherry and apple pie combined. It almost gives similar vibes to Eau Jean by Parfums de Marly. So instead of buying Eau Jean by Parfums de Marly, if you don't want to cough the coins up, because these bottles, all of these bottles range from about $69 to $89. You can find them on sale. Amazing price as opposed to paying $200 for Parfums de Marly Eau Jean, you guys. There's a little beautiful hummingbird. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I wish I could turn the camera around for you guys to see it. So last but not least is one that got this video started, okay? And I will link my review down below as well. This is Amorous Intense. Now, I keep wanting to say Ambrosia Imperial, but it's actually Amorous Intense. So in this fragrance, you get your pear pulp. It smells like a pear puree to me, a sweet pear puree or a pear sweet pear pie. There's applesauce in here. You kind of get a little bit of that applesauce, that juicy green red apple vibe. You also get some whipped cream. You get, there's ylang ylang, there's coffee in here, which I really don't get. Maybe that makes the fragrance a little bit more sophisticated, or you know, just adds more depth to the fragrance or brightness with that ylang ylang. And also there's apple, did I say applesauce? Yeah, I think I did say applesauce. But anyway, what I get is a pear apple pie, a warm baked pear apple pie with maybe a, if you haven't, you know, or maybe just a green apple sucker with caramel, because you really get a hefty dose of that caramel and a tart sweet apple or pear, but it's juicy at the same time, y'all. This is stunning, gorgeous, definitely for the gourmand lover. It's candy-esque, pie-esque, you know, all of those bakery-esque, seasonal-esque type you know, vibes from this fragrance. Amorous Intense, I absolutely love it. Get your nose on it. It's sweet. You gotta love the note of apple and you gotta love sweet, period, okay? Definitely a compliment getter with a beast mode sillage, you guys. Get your nose on this, and this is Amorous Intense by AI the Great. All right, y'all, that is it. Go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good, and, you know, have an amazing Halloween. Be safe, you know, check your kids' candy if you're going trick-or-treating, all that good stuff, and love you all. Bye-bye.